Hello YouTubers, and today I'm going to be reviewing the 2022 10th Doctor set. So yeah, I'm going to get into pricing and stuff like that to the end, but for now I'm just going to review the figures, as figures as they are. So let's start off with these two. So obviously all three of these figures, all three of them use that Series 2 10th Doctor head, which, God, guess why? Now, apparently, I'm going to use this in air quotes, that the end of time head is either damaged or unused. Alderaan modified it to have the glasses, which I don't know why he did that. But yeah, that's why we've never had a clean version without the glasses. But, why didn't he use the head he used with the tuxedo 10th Doctor? I don't know why he didn't decide to use that with this, because these are supposed to be from the wedding of Sarah Jane Smith from the Sarah Jane Adventures, supposedly. There's a couple of problems with that. One is, obviously, the head. David Tennant should have the spiky hair and that by this point, because it was the last bit of filming he did during his original run. But also, there's a bigger issue on both of these. And yeah, I've talked about it before in previous videos, but these don't have the pink stripes. These do not have the pink stripes. Which they should. Because, and I know this is hard for people to get their head around, but it was the exact same suit. It was the exact same blue suit he wore during his tenure. They did not make a new suit. Especially for that, this one story and that. Literally, go on to Google right now. In fact, you know what? Let me grab my phone. Let me grab my phone and just prove this. So, we'll type in the wedding of Sarah Jane Smith. And we'll have a look on Google Images. And there we go. There we go. Now, BBC, if I show this photo, are you going to bloody take my video down? Because you better bloody not. Because the BBC has a weird thing about showing a picture of something and then suddenly, oh no. But this picture is a bit blurry there, but you can see the pink stripes. Now, on some of his suits, the pink stripes were more pronounced than on others, but it was on every single one of his blue suits. So, yeah, the fact that this doesn't have them is just why. And it's not that they're claiming to be other versions, and some people claimed, oh, it's because, they don't have the money to do that, which, yes they do, because look, here's the pink stripes on here. And also, Alderaan clarified that it wasn't anything to do with costs. It was just to do a variant, a different looking variant. I think Alderaan basically, I don't know whether he's, because he didn't seem to blame the factory, which he normally does. He normally, whenever something is wrong or inaccurate, he generally blames the factory. But yeah, but other than that, it's just, your standard Series 3 10th Doctor, but without any of the pink stripes. And yeah, it's less noticeable on the long brown coated variant. But yeah, the buttons are actually painted on this one. The buttons are actually painted, unlike original releases. That was first seen on the 13 Doctor set, I believe. But yeah, none of these figures come with a sonic screwdriver either. It's just like, why? Why is this still a thing? Like, why is it if a monster, has a gun, then the monster will get that gun, or helmet, or whatever. But a sonic screwdriver, which is generally smaller, and again, they have tons of them. Just why they don't do that, I don't know why. I really don't know why. But yeah, there's basically nothing else to say about them. If you have the previous versions, they are better and more accurate generally than these. Now this figure, obviously, this figure could have saved the set. It could have, because it was meant to be the ball-jointed variant of the 10th Doctor. It was meant to be the ball-jointing variant that had the swivel arm joints. That there was there's a few prototypes and that were sold on eBay, I think, last year for various amounts. But yeah, unfortunately, this does not have those. And again, apparently, this was a miscommunication at the factory. Now that I can believe, but still, like, that wasn't the only miscommunication at the factory last year, because there was also the fuck up with the Dalek shoulder sections, which happened 2 years in a row. You know, this year, when the new sets come out this year, I hope Algarve, you know, properly makes sure, just like, you know, give them an extra note of just like, you know, don't fuck this up again, kind of thing. So, yeah. Then we have this one. And this one is an interesting one, because it is based on a cover from a Doctor Who Titans comic, I believe. But he doesn't actually appear like this in the actual comic. And what it is just a photoshopped image of David Tennant's head on Matt Smith's body, but flipped. So yeah, they haven't painted this little section flesh coloured, they just left it blue. To be honest, I think it looks slightly better like that, because it was a bit weird on the Raggedy Doctor where just that bit there was painted a flesh tone. It just looked a little bit odd. But yeah, the pattern of the tie is different from that one as well. Rather than the swirly tie, it's the flowery type one. I don't know what you call it. But yeah, there's also a bit of dirt and that on there as well. But yeah, also interestingly, they didn't put all the lines on his arse, just in the centre bit there. Which is interesting, because on the Raggedy 11th Doctor, they did. They put all the lines on there. Now, basically, the reason it's like that on there is because that's how they do it. They would normally do it on these. They have the lines just at the very back section here. And just at the very front section here, but they won't bother doing it round the sides, and that's what they've seemed to follow here, so yeah. But yeah, the shirt also seems slightly paler than that as well. But other than that, yeah, it's just a variant. Out of all the variants of the 10th Doctor, this wasn't even on the radar at all. Like, you know, if you were going to do a variant of the 10th Doctor, either have the ball-jointed version of this or have the tuxedo heads on here if you don't have the End of Time head anymore. Have the pink stripes because you don't have them for whatever reason, and there you go. So, yeah. Now, this set didn't sell well. It didn't. Yeah, I avoided getting it initially. And the only reason I have it now is because this is a gift, or was going to be a gift when my mum gives me the money for it. Because she's going away on holiday for a few days, and she said she'd get me something, and I saw this, because this, I'll show the box, was reduced to £13 at B&M. Now, if you go onto B&M's website right now, at the time of recording this, again, what the hell did I do with my phone? But we'll go on B&M's website right now. On B&M's website right now, it is still listed as $16.99. So yeah, I don't know if this was just the store that I went into. I don't know. But yeah, it was in the reduced section to £13, and they did have a fair few of them. So yeah, now does this mean does this mean stuff like I'm just showing the packaging here, like the 8th Doctor set and other things, you know, will also go down to that price? I don't know. But is it worth it? It's difficult to say, because I'm still not. I thought my opinion might change when I actually had them in hand, but no, is the answer. Basically, what I will say with this is, if you were interested in it before, then yeah, sure. But if you weren't interested before, you know, you could wait, because it might go down to again to like £8. However, I'm not so sure, because the thing is, B&M are no longer tending to do the thing where they just endlessly just leave stuff on the stock shelves, because that's taking up valuable space. What I think is probably going to happen with a lot of these sets, and that includes the Jodie Whittaker set, because that one sold just as poorly. Basically, I imagine these are probably going to get, any excess stock, and that is probably going to get sold off to Forbidden Planet, because that is what happened with the previous X, or maybe even back to character. But yeah, and they will probably have it, you know, at a higher price tag, not a massively higher price tag, but still, like, you can still buy B&M 3-packs from all the way back in I think 2020, so like on their website, and also in Forbidden Planet and that. So yeah, this is just going to be a shelf sitter, and yeah, but at the same time, you know, I can't even say at the same time, it's not a brilliant set. It's not a brilliant set. I will say, though, if you are a customizer of 10th Doctor figures, yeah, this is actually a good set for that to do customs of. I wouldn't want to imagine how difficult it would be to put pink stripes and that on this, because that, I imagine, will be a pain in the arse. You know, more raggedy 10th Doctor, I guess. Yeah, it's something, but yeah, like, honestly, why didn't they? I would have rather they released one of the spacesuits variants, whether it's the Pentalion spacesuit or the, I've forgotten the name of the other one, but either of those, you know, re-released with that. I would have honestly preferred that, and it would have gave you more variation. I mean, the 8th Doctor set, you're maybe getting 3 8th Doctors, but they're all vastly different from each other. These, not so much. But anyway, I think I've rabbited on enough about these for now. So, yeah, that's my review on them. So, yeah.